I bet you've been here before. You've sent a photo to a guy on Grindr only to immediately hear running through your head 13 variations of self-criticism about your body, your looks, your hotness as you wait for his response. You send the face pic, then the body pic, then you watch those three little dots appear, then disappear. No reply comes, not even a "not my type," just silence. And that's really all it took for your inner critic to go into full character assassination mode. One stranger disappears on Grindr and suddenly you're auditing your entire body, your face, your age, your masculinity, your desirability. You think your problem is in your mind. If you could only get your self-criticism to quiet down. But what if I told you it actually lives in your body? That what you're experiencing is how your body was trained to survive rejection, shame, judgment, and invisibility. Aloha, I'm Malu, yoga teacher of 20 years working with gay men. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss content like this. For many gay men, that voice of the inner critic isn't accidental. At one point, that self-scrutiny may have helped you survive. We grew up monitoring our voice, our mannerisms, the way we walk, hiding the things we were interested in, hiding our attractions. Monitoring whether the boys at school noticed something about us before we even understood what they were noticing. The message from the world around you was, you are not safe. That's the lesson your body learned. It learned it in the locker room, the playground, at the dinner table, in the church pews. And guess what? Your body is smart. It remembers. Your nervous system adapted. So when your boyfriend makes a stray comment like, "Are you going to wear that tonight?" and suddenly your face is hot with shame, you're looking in the mirror, second guessing your body, your appearance, and possibly even inventing a story that your boyfriend isn't attracted to you anymore. All of that is old programming stored in your body. A lot of what we call overreacting is actually an old survival response showing up in a new situation. Your body is responding to the past, not just the present. This is where I want to introduce you to something I learned from the work of psychotherapist Pete Walker. He coined the term emotional flashback. An emotional flashback is when your body gets pulled into an old emotional state without you realizing it. You're literally in the present moment, but your body and the sensations you're experiencing, the emotions flooding your awareness are back in middle school, back at the moment someone humiliated you, rejected you, or made you feel disgusting about being yourself. But your body doesn't know that, so your boyfriend's small comment doesn't feel like a small comment. It feels like being exposed. Your boss's feedback doesn't feel like feedback. It feels like danger. A guy not messaging you back on Grindr doesn't feel like one person being unavailable. It feels like proof that you are unwanted. This is why your reactions can often feel bigger than the situation, because your body isn't actually responding to the small comment your boyfriend made about your outfit. It's actually responding to an old story. So, how do we address this? For one, willpower or telling yourself to relax isn't going to work. This is why I don't teach emotional regulation as just think better thoughts. You can't outthink, outmanifest, outmindset a nervous system issue. Rather, we need to find the pattern where it lives, in your body. So what does healing actually look like? It doesn't mean that you become a person who never gets triggered. That's fantasy. And honestly, I don't trust people who act like they're never triggered. Healing looks like increasing the gap between the trigger and the reaction, the gap between the sensation and the story. So when the rush of red hot shame floods the back of your neck, you're not immediately lashing out at your boyfriend's comment about your outfit with, "Well, look who's talking," coming from the guy dressed like he's trying to find a new boyfriend. Instead of immediately obeying the reaction, we're able to find a pause, a moment of stillness and awareness, where we let the body have a sensation without letting that sensation take over. This is emotional regulation. And that's what I'm interested in teaching you. So here's what I want to offer you. Head over to this week's free practice, the Stoplight Meditation. In this video, I'm going to teach you about something called the 0 point. If you are able to see your breath as light or a fog, you notice the furthest point that your exhalation would reach, usually about a foot or so in front of your face. Now, as we sit with a natural rhythm of the breath, we let our awareness dwell at the 0 point, watching your exhale reach that spot and then watching the inhale originate from there. It's a powerful practice to do with your eyes closed in a seated position, which is what I'll teach you in that video. But I call it my stoplight meditation because I literally do it while driving with my eyes open, obviously, when I'm waiting at the stoplight or in traffic. I watch my breath going in and out to the 0 point. And if you're sitting at a stoplight for 30 seconds or so, that's time that you're using to train your nervous system for stillness and equilibrium. Second, I want to point you to my free resource on my website, The Game Man's Guide to Shrinking the Inner Critic. If you constantly second guess yourself, replay conversations in your head, or feel like you're never quite good enough, this free guide will help you understand where that voice comes from and how to start loosening its grip. Inside, you'll discover why the inner critic develops in many gay men, the hidden ways it shows up in everyday life, a simple practice to interrupt self-critical thoughts, and how to respond to yourself with more compassion and confidence. And this isn't just a PDF of tips. You'll get a real meditation plus scripts for countering the common inner critic attacks that you can put into practice today. The link is in the description. So here's what I want you to take away. Your nervous system is running an old protection strategy. And that strategy may have helped you survive when you were little, but it doesn't have to run your adult life today. If this is all making sense, don't forget to subscribe for more practices from me and grab my inner critic guide with simple yoga-based strategies built specifically for gay men who are tired of white knuckling their emotions. I'll see you in the next video. Aloha.